These are the biggest protests since Prime Minister Narendra Modi first came to power in 2014. Hundreds of thousands of farmers are blocking many kilometers of three major highways into the capital region of Delhi, causing big traffic disruptions. Farmers are camping out in their trucks and they say they aren't going anywhere until the government repeals the three farm laws which it passed in September. Now, taken together, what the laws do is they loosen the rules around the sale, the pricing, the storage of farm produce, rules which have protected India's farmers from the free market for decades. Now, most Indian farmers sell their produce at government-run procurement centres where they should be getting minimum prices for their produce. What the laws do is set up a national framework for them to deal directly with private companies, and they don't mention minimum prices. And farmers are afraid that they will be exploited by large corporations which will dictate prices. The laws also allow private companies to hoard essential items for future sales. Until now, only the government could hoard essential supplies, and that's for reasons of food security. Now, farmers aren't just angry about the laws themselves, but how they came about. They said that they were passed without consultation with farmers, that they're inherently in the interest of big business, and they were pushed through Parliament without enough time for proper debate. The government says that these laws are in the interest of the agriculture sector, that they will be good for farmers by allowing them to negotiate directly with private companies, that they'll give farmers access to new and bigger markets, and that they'll attract investment in the agriculture sector. It is a sector that employs half of India's 1.3 billion people. It has been in crisis for decades for a number of reasons, including low productivity, climate change, high indebtedness by farmers. More than 300,000 Indian farmers have killed themselves in the past 25 years because they're in debt, and they're afraid that these laws will further financially cripple them. Many rounds of talks between the government and farm union leaders have failed to end this deadlock, and that's because the government says that it's open to amending these laws, but farmers say that nothing short of repealing such fundamentally flawed laws is good enough for them. The Supreme Court, meanwhile, has suggested to the government that it not pass these laws. While there's so much opposition to them, it also said that farmers have a right to protest as long as they're not damaging lives or property. And so Narendra Modi is faced with one of his biggest challenges since he was elected. He is a leader who doesn't back down, but he is facing hundreds of thousands of farmers who are the backbone of India's agriculture sector, which more than half of the country relies on for a living. Now, farmers came to protest after sowing their winter crops in mid-November and say they don't have to be anywhere, that they don't have to return until those crops need harvesting in April.